to Dr. Mario Lopez. Dr. Mario, there you go.
Hi,
Fantastic. Hey, hi. We're so glad you're here tonight.
I'm here in
Dr.
Port
Mario.
South, Florida.
Yes, I want you to share with us, how did you find out about the patches? Because I think you have a very unique story there with how you found out about LifeWave. And then, of course, I want you to tell us how long you've been using them and what have you noticed in that time frame?
Well, thank you for bringing me to the show, to the podcast. This is wonderful. I am very excited about LifeWave and all the technology. And anyway, so I'm going to start. I'm going to start with about 4 weeks ago in my office. I'm going to see a patient in a room, and when I walk in the room, I cannot see that this gentleman called. I'm not going to say his name. I don't know if he minds saying his name or not. But anyway, I walk in the room. This is an 86-year-old person, and we have been very worried about him over the last year because he was clearly declining. Mentally, physically, he was falling. He wasn't following directions. He was forgetting medications. And as a result of that, he was getting into more complications. Now I walk in the room. I have not seen him for about 7-8 months, and I see a different person. So I asked him, "What are you doing?" So he told me, "I lost 25 pounds. I did this, I did that, but most of all, I'm using these patches." So I immediately got interested. Mm-hmm. He told me the technology, and he said, "You know something? I told him I'm going to read on that over the weekend." And he said, "Well, I'm going to give you 3 patches. You start using 3 patches over the weekend. And if you have any results, you call me." So I have, even if I look reasonably okay, because I practice what I preach, I am a disaster in my musculoskeletal system. Okay, I'm like, so I have a left hip problem, I have a low back problem, I have carpal tunnel, I have cervical problems, plantar fasciitis, anyway. So I said, the place that hurts the most in my body is my left hip. I promise you that the first day I use this patch, not even 10 hours later, the swelling in my hip was 50-60% less. My pain was 80 to 90% better, and I was able to move my left leg better. By the end of the weekend, I said my pain was 90% better. Mobility in the leg was amazing. I was able to go up and down the steps, up and down the stairs. And my back pain was better. So I called Tom on Sunday and I said, "Tom, I want to get involved with this. Not only I want to become a distributor. I know that I don't know much about this technology, but I don't care. It's working for me. I want to get involved." So the next day he signed me up. He gave me another 30-day X39 patch sleeve, and I started using it. Then the X39 was improving my lower back, but not enough. So I started using the X49. I don't feel my back any longer. Mm-hmm. I can sit for as long as I want to. I don't feel my lower back any longer. Wow. I've had problems with my gastrointestinal tract for all my life. I recently started using the carnosine patches. I have used it only twice because I just started this week. And I told Dr. Stacy, "Doctor, I feel something different here. There's something good happening here with the carnosine patches." So all I'm saying is I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn from Dr. Stacy, Laura, everybody involved, the technology, the science of the patches, which is what I'm really interested. I don't want to go and tell people, "Hey guys, this works for me. It's going to work for you." No, I want to tell them and explain to them, this is the reason why it's working. Mm-hmm. But all I know that to start with, in 4 weeks, I am a complete different person. My energy level is better. I'm sleeping better and not dreaming a whole lot more. I have maybe 10% discomfort here and there, depending on what I'm doing. It has changed my life. All the energy that I was wasting on taking care of the pain now is being redirected to self comfort and energy. So I see it every day. I talk to family members, friends, everybody, people that have had pain, chronic pain for years. On the first day, they put the X39 and the pain goes away. I have a 92-year-old cousin who's had back pain forever. In the first day, she calls me the next day. My pain is better, is 60% better. She already called me today and she says, Mario, my pain is practically gone. I'm signing up for this thing. I have a friend of mine from Naples who's had chronic shoulder pain that he couldn't sleep. I saw him at a restaurant one day. So he used the patch from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. He calls me at 6:30 in the morning. So he only used the patch for 7 hours. He says, Mario, I was able to sleep last night on my side, on my bad shoulder. He signed up for a gold package. So it's incredible. And there's more testimonials to see about this. And there's a lot more research to be done. There's a lot of more potentials. This is incredible. Whoever is not a believer, I will make a believer out of these people.
I love it. I love that. So Dr. Mario, I'm getting a couple questions from people because that is just fantastic. Whoever's not a believer, I'm going to make a believer out of you, he says. But they're asking, where did you place the carnosine? They want to know where you placed that you felt the difference in your intestinal tract.
Below my belly button. Below my belly button. That's it.
Fantastic. And 2 days you've had it on.
2 days, each day I notice a difference immediately.
In your bowels?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Okay, fantastic.
Like a smooth, incredible.
Nice. Okay.
Sensation.
The other thing I want to ask you about, the other night when we had dinner and we were talking about, you said with the two things actually, you said with the X39 you're placing on your hip, but you were putting that, where were you putting the X49?
In my lower back, in my L5. And they interact with each other, without a doubt. They feed it. You know, I started with the X39 in my hip, and I could feel a lot of times the heat going up to L5. I'm telling you, I have never. This is not in my head. This is not psychological. You know, I am a very objective person as being a physician. I don't believe in magic, but this is magic. But it's calculated magic. This was developed by a scientist. Yeah. And so this is not magic. This is what it is.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And especially, you know, being a cardiologist, you're very familiar and in tune with the entire body, the entire vascular system, everything. So you would have that awareness in your body of something different is happening that you've never experienced before.
You know, all I can tell you is that as a person, whether I'm a cardiologist or not, I have always been very much in tune with my body.
Good. I
know how much I can push my body. My body tells me when I have to slow down, when I need to change, and what I need to do. So I'm very much in tune with myself.
That is good. That is very important. One last question, Dr. Mario. We talked about the ice wave. You were talking about your plantar fasciitis and the bump on the side of your foot and moving that ice wave around. Can you tell us what you were experiencing with that?
Yes, great question. So I have a bump on the side of my right foot that was very painful, and then I have like a big lump in the heel of the right foot. So I started using the X39 on the bump on the lateral side of the right foot, and then I started using the white patch right in the bottom of the foot after the heel ends, and the dark patch. I moved it around in like a clock, and see which side would be the best. So I found that putting the dark patch in the heel and the white one at the end of where the heel ends, that big bump in there, would work the best. But then I said, you know something, this is not getting a whole lot better after maybe a couple of weeks. And I spoke with you, and you told me, change the patches, change the dark to the middle of the foot and put the white in the heel, and it is working. But I can tell you something, it's taking a little time.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It is.
Plantar fasciitis is a tough cookie.
Mhm.
You can, I stopped taking steroids for plantar fasciitis because it doesn't do anything. Plantar fasciitis is something that just has to burn itself out and resolve itself. And it's resolving. Right now, I'm probably about 60% better, which is huge.
In 4
Because
weeks.
I was getting out of, no. I've been treating my plantar fasciitis for 2 weeks.
Oh, in 2 weeks. Okay.
Okay. And I was getting out of the bed every morning, and with like a big lump in my heel. It was like I had a golf ball in my heel. I don't have that anymore.
Wow. Wow. That is huge. 2 weeks and you've already got 60% reduction. And I love what you said too, because everybody wants it gone. They want it all gone right now. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to sift and sort with what's going on in your body.
We are a society of instant satisfaction or instant gratification.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of times we need to realize that, the X39 may work overnight, but sometimes you need to let things simmer and wait until things heal, because these patches work on our own healing ability. So sometimes we may have to be a little patient. I have told the people that I have given the patches to, if it doesn't work in the next 24, 48 hours, just give it time. Please use it. Get the 3 months. Give me at least a confidence vote and use the patch for 3 months. You tell me in 2 months, 3 months, what the difference is.
Wow, absolutely. I love that. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Mario, for sharing a huge amount of testimonial in a short period of time. We are so excited. Laura, do you have a question?
Yeah, I've gotten a couple texts. Dr. Mario, I have several people that want to know what type of doctor that you are.
Cardiologist.
Okay, thank you.
I actually, going to the meeting in Sarasota a couple of days ago, I was actually talking to my friend, Tom Block, who was the one who introduced me to the patch. And I was saying, Tom, I have been talking to my girlfriend and I have been talking to her about how to improve cardiac function and whether this would be a good way to the X39 could potentially improve cardiac function. So we met a patient a few days ago in Sarasota that said that his heart function was actually better. Well, it's funny because I was just thinking about that in the last couple of weeks, but we need to do more research on that. I would love to try X39 patches on patients with cardiomyopathy. How about the carnosine patches? I would love to try that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we can see from our clinical studies about every 6 weeks, the vascular system starts to function about 8 weeks younger. The functionality improves of the vascular system in our clinical studies that David's done. That was one part of the study. But yeah, I would be excited to see what you start to develop in your own personal studies from your clients.